everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we've got a team that's been great at defending the pass. The Browns are top 10 at defending the pass, and they'll be going up against the Texans, who will need to solve that secondary.
Thank you, Larry. From the shores of Lake Erie, EA Sports has coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Cleveland Browns. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down.
Let's go.
They run again with Foreman, and he'll be knocked down sideways. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Aaron Donald's secret, if there is one, to his play, his ability to contort his body in such a way that you can't get a good, clean block on it. He slides through holes and slides past blockers and makes plays just as we saw there.
Here we go.
3rd and long. It's Watson. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. On the ground, this is Isaiah Crowell. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Ten yards still left on second down.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Again, it's Crowell. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team Defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now let's go. V19.
On third down, Trubisky. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Coming in carrying the losing streak, not the start that they were looking for. 3 and out on the opening drive.
So now everyone's looking at each other. And what I mean by that is, who's going to make the right play? Who's going to get us out of the doldrums? Who's going to get us out of this funk that they're in right now? They've got to find someone who will make a play, create a play, and get their confidence moving in the right direction.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and now they have that opportunity.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Khalil Mack. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. From the gun, here's Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. The 40, the 30, 10, touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. So from back deep in their own territory, all the way into the end zone. You think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out there, a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. No. Check. Patriot.
In motion, the tight end. They go play action here on first down. Dancing to his left. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now a handoff looking right. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100 yards here in the first quarter. Charles, he's on pace for over 400.
And playing with great confidence, isn't he? I think he probably had it coming into the game, and now that he's really come out of the gate this strongly, how'd you like to be in the huddle with him right now? You know he's demanding the
Give
football.
me the ball.
And guess what? I'd throw it to him. He's having a fantastic game, and they haven't defended him yet.
And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 3rd down, just 1 yard to go.
Here we go. Grand 38.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Let's go. Grand 38.
On 1st down, Watson. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Just a gain of a yard there. Now it'll be 3rd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. C.J. Fedorowicz, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs. So much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing. And for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Now let's go. 319. 319. No. Check. Patriot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. Tavon Austin, he's going to go. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tavon Austin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. make it 13-7. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. The drive starts with Foreman on the ground, and he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Watson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he had a quick little spin move, but the door shut fast as he's dropped. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Here's Trubisky to throw, and he's going to drop this off to his fullback. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a 1st down. Maybe a little sign of life here offensively, Charles. They get their first down. They didn't have any in quarter number 1.
And I think what we're seeing is great evidence of good scouting by both teams, right? Understanding what they like to do, their best plays, try and take those away early. So now we're seeing some adjustments, and they end up getting their first down.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. This time, Trubisky will throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Set. Green, 39. Watch it now, Barney. Detroit. Leopard. All right, now, Lucky 56.
They go play action. Trubisky. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Another good reception there, and the Browns on the march.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
First down carry now for Crowell. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll run it again with Crowell. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Play action. It's Trubisky. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 8 and a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
On second down, here's Crowell. And he'll get it down here to the 43. So it'll be first down here after the run. Shift together here from the D-line. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Watch it now. Here we go. No. Check. Patriot.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line.
Yo, you hear me?
23 yards on the play.
Oh, yeah. I said, yeah, I'm talking to Dakota too. Yeah, one of my partners that's in the military. You met him at the wedding, Fred. Hey, Dakota said, what's up, bro? Hey, he said, what's good? I'm on here on this Madden real quick. You jumping on Fortnite right now? Alright, I'm like in the 2nd quarter. I got 2 more quarters to go. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah?
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Oh, okay.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who
is
this against? A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap.
Got you.
Jump too quickly.
Let's go.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. After the penalty, it's Crowell. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a gain of 3, and it sets him up with 2nd and just 2 yards to go.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
All right.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll toss it to Crowell. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
I know if he pull one of them tackles, I'm just going more head over.
They'll try and run for it with Crowell.
Man, come on, defense. What is y'all doing, man? I read that was perfect.
His first touchdown on
he was running a toss kick the whole game, but he scored off of it.
Meanwhile, the 2nd quarter score from Carolina, and it's the Panthers there out to the early
I'm letting them hang in the game. It's all because of me. Okay.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Nah, he was running like toss plays in the red zone. So I read the play this perfect. And he done scored off. He was pretty much, when he tossed it, I read his offensive lineman, and I tried to follow the play, but he cut it back and followed one of his linemen and scored in the end zone.
Opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Second down following the incompletion. Throwing again is Watson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Nah. You load it up over there? It's not.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
On play action, they'll throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
After the interception, here's Watson. He's going to try and go deep again. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Griffin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. First and 10, Watson. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And he missed it. It's no good. But a flag is down here, so hold on. Let's see what this is about. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming after.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And his kick is good. Meanwhile, the second quarter score from Carolina. And the Panthers looking pretty good. Their lead growing even further. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Second half begins with a run by Crowell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. A handoff as they run the counter play. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Watson. And to the left side, Fedorowicz has it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
First and goal, defense with their backs against the wall.
Let's go!
Watson hands this to Foreman. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
They'll go with Foreman, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Going up top. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Andre Howe.
What's up, bro?
Return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They run the counter now on first down. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that.
And they always say the most important part of a player
I
is
got one more
6
quarter
inches
left.
between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Fresh set of downs here.
Now let's go. Leopard. Leopard.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. They'll look to throw now on first down. Coleman has it here right side. Given 9 there on the first down completion. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Gone. Here we go now. Detroit. Over.
Now it's Crowell running right. And he is knocked down from the side around the 37. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. We become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go now. 3. No. Check. Patriots. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Gone. Hurry up, here we go. Gone. Hey, we got 4 down. No. Check. Patriots. 6 guard. Check 6 guard. You got tight. Over.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Detroit! Here we go! Leopard! Gone!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 39 that time. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Back that it up, Philly. Here we go. No. Check. Patriots.
They go play action here on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Coleman. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Hurry up, here we go. 3, gone.
They'll try and punch it in with Crowell. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
Yeah, he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go. No. Check. Patriots. Back.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Let's go.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. And now it's 2nd and goal. They'll give Crowell another crack. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, 2nd half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity. Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Go! Over. Leopard. Leopard. Over. Detroit. Detroit. Here we go. They can fit this action now. Gun.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They'll go with a big back, Crowell. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. And not great starting field position here for the offense. Running back, and they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And the D looking like they may blitz. From the end zone, Watson. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And it's 3rd down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Watson now to throw from his end zone. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, the fans should be applauding this defense right now. It's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys with great field position, probably near midfield or better.
Nope.
So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. That's taken it around the 40. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. And the Browns getting set to go. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Back to throw here. Rolling to his left. His throw incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Here we go now. Leopard.
And the wideout in motion. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. He'll look to throw. Steps away. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sass.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
She got 3 minutes in this game. I'm about to be done with it. I'll jump on this Fortnite with y'all. Yeah, because I'm trying to focus on the he act like he wanted to win, but he didn't want it.
As he'll kick it away for the second time.
Oh, yeah, he tried to do that and learn tossbacks. I wasn't having that.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Play clock winding down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
Let's go.
To throw is Watson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Now let's go. Clean and covered. Leopard. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Now let's go. Green 30. Detroit.
Now Gonzalez going to throw again. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The Browns on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Back to throw. Gonzalez. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be 4th down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And Watson's going to throw it here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done.
Level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Detroit! Now let's go!
Yeah, I got like a minute 45 seconds left.
They'll try the right side with Crowell. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Gonzalez now to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. The intended target was Corey Coleman, and it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Gonzalez. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off down at the 10. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead. Barely, but it's a 2-score lead, so that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of wild double reverse or anything like that. But you do know that if anything does go haywire, you're still in control of this game.
I want a double reverse, don't you?
I'm just waiting for that day where we actually see something like that in this situation.
We'll see what happens here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
2nd down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Throwing now, Watson. And some room to work. Oh, eluding the tackle. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here we go.
Watson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Come on, let's go. Flex round.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And now the Browns coming out on the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
23-14. Oh. 17 seconds. I should have just ran the clock out, messing around with it.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. To throw is Gonzalez. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. In motion comes the tight end left. On 3rd down, Johnson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks
I'm about
left.
to get him.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to get it back to a 1-score game. Kick here will be good, but that doesn't do anything besides maybe make the final score a tiny bit more palatable, as that's how this one comes to an end.